Okay guys, so finally we are done with the unnecessary necessity. I don't know what to say there because authentication is really important, but it's out of topic in this thing. So we are finally in for this. So first of all, we want to install Flask admin. So just pip install Flask admin inside your project. I'm getting into it directly because I don't like much ados. So pip install Flask admin. And if you've not subscribed, then please consider subscribing. So the second thing we want to do is add some settings to our application for our admin panel to use. So it's really easy. You see, let me just put it over here, then I'll explain. Okay, so inside your settings, okay, I think so. You see, inside your settings, you want to add admin panel. So I'll just put them over. So first of all, we have these, which I think you can go through set optional bootstrap theme, which in this case is just that, and we are using bootstrap 3. If you know you can manage setting up on your own, then please you can just go run through them. But what I want to do is just show you that this is working. So finally, let us go and create a model for our application. We will just go and start with user. So I'll go inside out and create a new file called admin. So new, and then just file and call them admin. So if you guys have seen the way I've been doing things, I'm doing it like assuming, or maybe in the way that I would do in Django. So just say from .models import user. Why this now? I guess I'll wait for it first to just get and be ready. So import this from config.setting. This should be db session. So I want to explain to you arguments. So this is model view. This basically has normally been done for you. You can build your custom, and I'll make sure that I show you in this series how to build your own and all the things you can do, and you can extend from this. But as of now, to add a view, which is basically a link inside your view, you do admin, which we registered over here. We need to in fact import this from Flask admin. So and then just say dot add view. So these are basically views for models. So we could just import this name from Flask admin. Yeah, it's from SQLA. Yeah, there were a lot of them and it was confusing me. So you import from sqladmin.contrib.sqla. From SQL Alchemy, actually import model view, because we are using SQL Alchemy. So just again import this from our session. So this could be your database session. So if you are using DB that you normally need to say .session, then you need to put here as .session. But since mine I'm using SQL Alchemy and I called it DB session, having session already, I'll just say DB session. So this will add it to our application. Finally, let us just go and test this. Just say from out dot, let's say models, just import. Is it from models or from admin? I guess it should be from admin. So actually this thing is normally really too easy. Slash admin. And you see, when we came over here, then we have some few things that have been added for us, which is this is the name for your application, and you can always change. And then we have this for user, which we just added. So let me show you how you can change the name of your application. If you come over here inside your admin, you see the name for your application is over here, and it's using Bootstrap 3. So right now what you want to do is call this name of your application. For instance, we call it eShop. So we can just change here to be eShop, and we can say we want Bootstrap. Let us just go. Let me show you how Bootstrap 3. You see the way it looks now whenever we are using Bootstrap 3. But as of this recording, Bootstrap 4 is already not Bootstrap 4. Bootstrap 5 is already out, but the only available in Flask as of now, the latest is Bootstrap 4, and I will use it and show you what happens. So come over here, you see the way it looks. Just refresh the page, and you see the bar looked different because that is the theme for Bootstrap 4, and everything over here again looked much better. So another thing you want to see, I don't like the way this is just adjusted, is placed using container. I'm sure that this is container in Bootstrap, so I'll just go and change this to container fluid instead of container. So the way to do that, let me just show you in real practical way. So just I'll go to libs and then just go to Flask admin. Where is it? Then just templates, then for Bootstrap 4, and then go inside the base, because that is where we have it. So you see, if you come down over here, it's checking if the config.settings is set to admin fluid layout, then it uses fluid layout, as it shows container. So that is what I exactly want to do. I want to go and change this to container fluid, because I think container fluid at least looks much better, even though at last all of these will be really pointless because I'll remove, but at least if you want to do them, then you will have a way to do. So I'll just come and do this over here, duplicate one key over here, and just say Flask admin fluid layout to be true. So when we refresh this page, we expect this content to be pushed this way, or else we did something wrong. So you see now that it has been done. So we have this nicely formatted thing, and that is how we can actually be adding as many views as we want inside our application. For instance, what else do we have? We can go inside. I can just decide to make for all of them actually. So right now we have again for product. I can just go and create another one for product, new, and just make a new Python file and call it admin, and then just over here again just say from.models, just import product, and again category, because I guess they both were there. We can just check our models, product and category. So we just need to register them. So I'll just go and take these actually, because they all just maintain the whole thing the same. And then just paste, then remove the redundant and used, like this for user, and just over here add for category, and then add again for product. Inside app, just use product.admin and refresh. If we refresh the page, then you see the new things were just added, and it's really nice. You get to see everything for image and wherever. So I guess that is helpful and real nice. So another thing I want to just show you how you can add icons. So since I'm using PyCharm, then you will just see me getting suggestions. So over here inside your model, you can even give it a name like user, because you can say, right now I'm calling user, but we know it can have many users. So you can just say that it's users, and that is the name that will be shown whenever we go there. And over here we can just say again menu icon, menu class, menu icon type, which in this case we are using font awesome. So I'll just say FA, and then menu file, okay, I forgot comma, menu icon value, and then just say that it's fa dot users. Is it users or user? So this is how you can add icons. And if we refresh this, then you see user as a new icon over here. So this is how you can add icons to your thing. So I will just show you in the next video. As I guess you've seen in the topic already, we have something that looks like this. It looks something like this. So this is the new admin panel I'm building for best coders. So I had decided that it was built in Django, and I decided to make it Flask so that at least I can host with my other websites, because it was expensive hosting it, that I decided even to take it to free mode. But I wasn't getting any revenue, so I was investing in something I wasn't getting anything. So I want something cheaper. So this is the theme I'll be building, and I will be showing you how you can get and build this theme for your admin panel. And I guess you can see it really looks nice. So in the next video, let us now get started changing this and building even more things. This video was supposed to be just introduction, and I guess it has already done that very nicely. So goodbye and have a nice time.